Hey guys. Hey everybody.
Is it like
It's mixed with cookie butter, but I mean, it'll get there at
Tastes like-
some point.
tastes like a peanut butter cup?
No, the cookie butter, the caramel and thing. But then,
Yeah, bad still.
alright, when we stop.
Hey
recording,
everybody, welcome back to the BamCast. The BamCast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boom Draw Physics for the intro song as always. Check out Prismatic Views.
Happy birthday, Martin!
Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you can see what it does? Why would you do
Happy
that?
birthday, bro.
Because I don't want to hear my own ears. I'm being
I'm sorry.
very.
Shout out to the new videographer. Big up Little T. Find all their links and stuff in the bio. Shout out to California Apparel. 35% off if you use the promo code BAM35. Welcome to the BamCast podcast, guys. As Bob yelled out, and I'm gonna have to edit because it broke. It's my birthday. There's no structure to this podcast. Yeah, Bob, stop being so loud.
No, turn me down. I'm not doing it on purpose now.
Anyway, hey, it's my birthday podcast. There's no structure to this. It's just, us, the original people of the podcast.
No, don't come touch
hold
me.
the mic.
So,
touch Bob at the same time.
I'm tuning out the intro song now. All links in the bio as always. Alright, guys?
I try and I think.
This gay. Don't do that.
Oh, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Go away.
Yo,
nigga.
what the hell?
The man was like, "Yo,
No.
why you not
no.
touching?" Bob was like, "Well, I can't."
Yo,
hold the
no,
mic
and I
right
told
now."
you not
Touching
to
Bob.
touch me.
Yo, y'all some man.
I was trying to
hold you.
move to the
Alright, so podcast. This has been the BamCast podcast.
It's done
It's
now.
done.
We're going to scrap this.
Game over.
We're leaving.
Yeah,
It's
you
over.
on the go. Touching. Why you have to touch Bob?
He was touching Timmy, and Timmy was trying to get him.
I was trying to get into like a rocking thing.
I knew the touching had something to do with Timmy.
Of course.
I never started it this
Hey,
time.
don't-
Timmy
no
said
one
you
can
started,
hear you.
You said the word.
The people can't hear you
people
without the
fully
mic,
heard you
Timmy.
say.
Yo, me never started. Me never want it.
There's
It
proof.
was forced
This
upon me.
one time in your life, you never start the touches, and you vex.
Man said this one time in your life,
Dog.
you never start the touches and you
Okay.
vex.
Yo, I told a story. Well, no, something reminded me of Timmy the other day, and it wasn't about touching though. I will say. You remember when Timmy did throw away the water? When Timmy did throw away the water?
All right, so
I wish I could remember what happened, but it just
I
reminded
tell
me.
you the
No,
full
I
story.
remember that. I don't remember what happened in modern day that reminded me of it, dog. But I was just like, yo, this is just bullshit.
So
Yo,
for the
that
folks
was-
at home,
Timmy's
were-
an asshole.
I started hating him all over again.
we were by the pool at my house chilling, and we were indulging in a local delicacy called the chalice. And we were there, and
The
we were
local delicacy.
we were all partaking in the chalice, and there was a big cup from the party filled with water. But for the whole day, when we've been partaking in the chalice, it's been the chalice water. So the knife dipping it with weed crumbs and thing and ray. Bob asked me, Timmy, do you have any water? And
Oh, you never heard it?
And I look over beside me, and I see the cup of water, and it's huge. It's basically full. And I know that he's expecting me to pour some in his cup. But it's dirty, I can't give him.
That's not what was happening, dog. It was about a third full, and I was choking.
Bob, hold on.
I was choking from
Hold on.
hitting the chalice.
Bob, hold on. This.
Yeah, I hope
all
you guys
happened-
can tell by how much louder Bob is than everybody else that Bob's upset.
By the way, all of this happened in my head in a second without saying a word.
I just said
I
to
just pick
take
up the jug,
cup.
throw all of the water behind me, put the cup down,
What
look him in
I
his
see
eye
from the
and
other
go,
side of the
No,
table,
I don't have any water.
what I see from the other side of the table, because I'm oblivious to all of this, is Bob go, Timmy, you have any water? Timmy, take up him cup, look at it, dash out the water, turn back, no, I don't have no water. And I started to die.
I
Timmy,
was
fuck,
That is
man.
the
I was
biggest
so-
pussy old thing I ever seen in my life.
I heard,
dog.
dog. That's
Like,
the story I heard.
if
But that's
Bob-
what he did.
But
Yeah,
if,
that's what I
if
did.
Bob did stand up, brother,
Timmy's
big fuss about doing
is
that,
trying
man.
to explain his
Sorry.
action.
No,
if
that's-
Bob
that's
did stand
the-
up and swing, I wouldn't even mad.
Yeah, no, that's fully what I did, but the actions behind it were justified. But
Man,
the fact,
choking a
the
dog.
fact that I said nothing and just threw away the water when he needed it most and looked at him again, straight faced, and said, no, everyone started to laugh, and I was so lost because
Timmy never
I knew it was-
understand.
I knew it was dirty. So I didn't know, say boy,
Do you
he
not
did
see-
the right thing.
Do you not see modus operandi here?
What?
You think ahead,
Yeah.
but you don't say it.
Yeah.
That's why when you're always like, Doug, let's do this, and then eventually, it comes out like, oh, we should have done that. I told you. It's like, but we weren't there. Take us with you.
But I can't kidnap people, man. I don't
Since
have that
when?
type of resources yet.
No, not physically.
I just
Timmy.
need a van.
What him killing? What him killing?
People.
Oh,
No, I'm taking them on excursions against their will.
kidnapping.
Yeah, I'm fully kidnapping people. Like,
Isn't there a TV
Man,
show?
man says I'm fully kidnapping people.
No, but wasn't there a
the
TV
views
show
of
based around
Timmy
that?
are not necessarily the
shared by the views of the BamCast.
BamCast.
Yeah.
Just saying as a disclaimer.
if me kidnap you,
Hold
me I
on,
take
hold
you to
on,
a beach house and beer thing. Have
Listen,
fun
you
for
are
a
not
day.
Joey Diaz.
Room Raiders, wasn't it something along those lines? Where like they,
Dog.
quote unquote, what they do, they run in.
Raiders.
If y'all, Doug, if she don't know Room Raiders, she's too young for you. Anyway,
That's straight.
what isn't what they do? Like they'd run in, they'd quote unquote grab these guys, put them in a van somewhere, and then there'd be like a hot girl or something.
Not one of them was beaten off when them running at the room. So
Okay, it was staged.
Me no said fake.
on stage.
All of them sit up on them computer, but not one nigga is on a porn site. And I'm like, yeah, this shit well fake.
Dog, how you know it's fake? The cameras are already set up in their room. So you
Exactly.
See them
It's 12 o'clock in the day and they're at their house. Where them don't work.
And it's
They're at home, middle of the day on a Wednesday.
See them
and
break
it's
in.
TV,
Like,
nigga.
oh.
You need consent.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but still, in
It's-
young
it's-
mind,
it's
it was
more-
the dopest show.
We didn't
With-
know that back in the day.
What was the other one that would come after Room Raiders? Next.
Next.
Pay My Ride
in
was
the
dope.
bus. In the bus.
So we heard you like
Yo.
sports.
Yo, Agent S.
I remember
So we
this
put
dude
a ball
came
in your
right
ball.
out. This nigga came right out the bus and she was just like, next. The man didn't even speak. I was like, Bomba.
I
Racist.
remember one Pimp My Ride.
wasn't
The guy,
Oh, Matt, but you can talk all you want to talk.
Yeah, I tell you turned me down now.
one
was turned
Pimp
up
My
too much.
Ride. The
I
guy
know.
goes,
I just didn't want to have to get
I
up.
kind of enjoy ping pong. They put a
A
whole
fucking ping pong table in the
back
trunk.
trunk. He just looked at
What?
it like, I said I kind of enjoy it. Well, now you're gonna love it.
They put a ping pong table in that nigga's trunk.
Have you seen?
Now remember them did have one with like a fish tank in it.
Yo,
They put a juicer in a girl's car.
have you seen the behind the scenes of actually Pimp My Ride?
No, have you seen the afters
You
of
know
like what
someone who
happens
would like a
after?
juicer.
Exactly. As in,
Like-
it takes 2 months first of all. It's not like, oh, 1
And
week,
they
bam.
destroy your car, my nigga.
Literally. And then
And
the
they
car
don't
doesn't
pay
damn
for
work
nothing.
afterwards.
It don't work. You basically need a new car.
Can't drive after that.
It's not road legal most times.
That was messed up.
How is it
dog.
road
When
legal
I
to
saw
have
that,
fish
that broke
tanks
my
in your
childhood.
car and it's not an
But
RV?
most times they take out a lot of the TVs and stuff because you can't have TVs in almost, I think
You can't have that
there's
many
50 states. There's
you can't
only
have displays.
49 where you can't have TVs in the front of your vehicle.
No,
It's
but
only
that's
like
stupid.
Florida.
Yeah, but no, Florida not real.
Florida don't need fucking side mirrors.
I love
Your vehicle
Florida.
don't need side mirrors to drive in Florida.
Legit?
That's
No,
why them
yeah.
just turn cross road,
Yeah.
you know, brother.
Yeah, Florida really just is the asshole of America.
You
you know,
can
like-
walk with a bazooka on the road as long as you have the license for it around your neck or like in public view. You can walk with guns.
Is that an actual factual, Bob?
I don't know about that one.
People from Florida have told me. Like,
And that's
a
crazy.
bazooka, maybe like I'm taking it to the extreme. They use the example of an AK. But still, if you can walk with an AK, a bazooka is
I mean,
what, two
you
steps
can
away?
walk-
Texas
the
is an
roads
open
with an-
carry
No,
state.
but
Yeah,
Texas,
the same thing as
Texas,
Florida,
did you know Texas has its
All
own
the
flag?
rednecks.
Yeah, because they've always been. There's a conspiracy theory that Texas is going to break away from America.
I don't even like saying Texas. I like saying Texas.
Texas.
Because you saw that man say, I'm from Texas. That
Tex.
nigga ready.
Dog.
You know what I mean? That nigga believe in boots,
I mean,
Ready.
gallon hats,
Walker, Texas Ranger.
guns, and near.
Just say something strong and the gun on your face. You know?
Legend has it
You know.
that Walker Texas Ranger, when he does push-ups, he doesn't push up, he pushes the world down.
Me and
Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was born the day
Yeah.
before.
Well, I guess
Before,
that's the same thing.
before
But-
the Axis lost
I
World
mean,
War II.
the joke. I think the joke would just kind of just goes.
Chuck
Chuck
Norris was born the day before
Because
Hitler
we
shot
were
himself.
saying
dog.
Walker Texas.
I
Nick,
mean, you just kind of switch
keep
with
up,
this
keep
Chuck
up, keep up,
Norris.
keep up, keep up.
So in England, one time I got in a car and then realized the guy was racist. If we want to change the subject, that was fun. It was one of the few times I went to the gym. I think that's partly why I never went back to the gym in
What
England.
he say that made it click in your mind? Oh, you're racist.
I'm trying to find a Cockney accent. I don't know. I'll probably go Spanish. No. I don't really like niggers, but I don't mind you.
Cockney.
He was gypsy.
Oh,
That's racist.
you like dads?
That's racist.
Yeah.
You like dads?
Yeah.
Like dogs.
Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't understand.
I carried
at
on
the-
you, mommy. You
I
fight.
didn't
What
understand
you
at
say?
the
I
time.
find any rat cunt. I find any rat cunt in this place. What you talking about, my darling? You like dogs, eh?
You
I
like
didn't
dads, eh?
understand at the time what he said. It was when we
Racist.
got out the car. My cousin said, "You never heard it, did you?" And I was like, "I didn't understand anything else." He said he doesn't normally like niggers, but he likes you. And I went, "All right, I'm glad we got out the car without being kidnapped and raped, because when a racist likes you, it doesn't normally end well for you." And second of
hold
all,
on.
we're never going back to that gym.
You said
I never
no.
went back.
Hold on, something just so when Timmy said like kidnapped and raped, I saw a tweet earlier today that made me stop and think and go, yo, that's wild. No, let me tell you why I clicked, right? Let me
Let's
tell-
wait for context on this one, kids.
Nah.
Boom,
Can I judge
boom,
before?
boom.
No. Let us wait for context.
The tweet was, and I quote, "You know how men always make like that joke about going to prison and the fear of getting raped?
Yeah.
That's how women feel walking up and down every day, everywhere."
Is that true?
Is that true? All right, never mind. And in my head,
We have an
if
interjector
that's
in the
true,
corner.
I went because I thought about it and I just went, dog, that crazy.
Dog, did you announce the
vibes."
interjector in the corner?
No,
man,
no,
man are the most dangerous thing to woman in the world. innit?
man are the most dangerous thing to the world.
Yeah. Like
except for birds, fuck those things.
a woman has she has like to go on a date with a man. She must have like the biggest balls in the world. Like to go with a man like for the first time.
Talking to the wrong side on mic.
For the first time. If she going out with
Tinder
a
blows my mind. That
like
bitches
Tim
trust niggas.
dog. That's right for the murders, you know.
Tinder.
Hey. Moving on.
Blows my mind.
Leave
Here-
Tinder alone.
Here's
So-
the user defending his app.
So let's jump to our next
Yeah.
topic. So let's talk about the egg.
No, let's talk about something I found out earlier today that blew my mind. That even made I wanted to send this to Timmy, and I'm like, see, birds are fucking evil. When wildfires occur,
This nigga and
when
birds,
wi-
man.
fuck them. When wildfires, see, we're talking about them. They know when wildfires occur, right, dog? Some birds fly down and pick up burning twigs and carry them off and drop them to start new fires to flush out prey. Fuck them.
That's
That's
pretty
smart.
sick. That's pretty sick.
Fuck
They
'em.
smart.
Yeah,
That's
that's
part of the
smart.
problem.
That's kind of
We
what-
are smart too. That's
Part of the
so you
problem.
view them as competition.
Is,
No, I'm just afraid
is
of
the
them.
right word
They've been around
sadistic?
since dinosaurs. They are
Is
dinosaurs.
it sadistic? Like that's
Well,
is that the right type word for that behavior? That's sadistic. Like they're just destroying their own ground. Like,
no, them can fly away. What you
Them
mean?
can't fly, them don't give a shit.
yeah, but dog, I guess.
Them man, them flying above the smoke, my nigga.
I'm like a bird.
Hey.
Diva planned.
Dog,
Diva
what?
planned. Whoa.
Dog, that was in sync. That was in sync.
I was pretty crazy
We
still.
I tell you, we share one brain still.
That's, pretty-
But
that's,
yo.
that's why I knew this would be the best birthday podcast.
Speaking of birds, let's talk
No,
about the
can we
egg.
not speak about
no, well,
birds?
let's not speak about the bird, but the egg that got 36 million.
Yeah, what was that? I
followers
missed
on
that.
Instagram.
I missed
Dog,
that.
but it
I
was
bet
done
you-
on
hold on,
purpose.
I
Like,
bet
missed
you-
that.
it
What
was
was it?
put out there to get
I
likes.
bet you if the egg did white, it would
Like,
like, get
as in-
46 million likes.
You're a
Racism.
You are a racist.
Dog, as
he
opposed
the
to a brown
racist?
egg.
Is he the racist?
As opposed to a brown egg getting 36 million.
Anyway,
You know, I see the
brown
racism
egg.
out there.
The egg, but it was literally put out there to be
There
the
was
most
no
liked
Republicans
thing.
who voted for that egg. Or who
Who?
followed
What?
that egg.
Can somebody tell me about
It's
this?
literally a picture of a chicken egg. Lean back, no bumbo cloud, man.
I'm sorry, bro. What are you
No
trying to look
longer try
at?
to look
Me,
around you.
nigga.
Lean bumbo cloud, the horse.
Who are you trying to look at?
The horse.
They want to see a man.
Jesus
Makes sense.
Christ.
I'm sorry. Yo, as someone wise just said, I don't get into the middle of like man and woman problems.
He's the woman.
Yeah, fuck the shut up.
What?
Yo,
That's not a no.
at first to them it's like, yo, you're the woman. I was like,
Yo, the egg. Who
So,
put it out? Why they put
I-
it out?
you
I
know,
know that it
I'm
got.
not
I know that
sure
it got like a
who.
bag of likes. I saw the tweets. I refused to look at it.
It was
because
literally just
someone
a picture
went. You're better off not
with
knowing.
like a hand or like going like this with an egg.
Someone
that
smarter than
got-
us put it out because they made money off of that shit.
And somebody, I think it wasn't an account or was it 36 million likes or
It was
followers?
world record egg. world_record_egg.
Was
Boss
it for
Ed?
the most likes or for most followers? I
Boss
don't
Ed?
remember.
No,
Yeah, I don't think it was most followers. It was most
It was
likes.
likes. Yeah, 36 million likes.
See you,
And
see you,
one
rub your head
picture
back
on
and
it.
touch and look, but say,
Look,
boss head
look
over
like he
there.
hurt like a yeah. He's right
Actually,
on the
Kylie
corner
Jenner
of
had
the
the world
Bubbly.
record before and it broke her world record and she was kind of
Yo,
pissed
hold
about
on,
that.
Kylie Jenner.
She posted a picture of like a frying an egg
Did
the
you
next
guys watch
morning.
the Fire Festival documentaries or hear anything about it?
I watched the Netflix one.
I want to download the Hulu one
Bruh.
to see the difference.
Bruh.
But yo,
They're
they're
two
so
things.
good.
There are two
Big up,
things.
big up, Andy.
The two
Oh, here,
different
ready to
people.
suck
Hold on,
it.
hold on, hold on,
Also-
hold on,
Netflix
hold on,
one,
hold on, hold on. There are three things from it that like
For
stuck
the
in, that
people.
stuck in my mind. I'm going to go in order of like, what?
Sucking dick to save the
Nah,
day.
hold on. First one,
What?
right? The first one,
Man.
no, the first one is that people really fell for it. You know what I mean? Like straight up.
No. Their
Honestly, I
marketing
don't think
package
it
was
was a scam.
immaculate, brother.
The
I think it was
man
just
Anybody
poor
could have
planning
fallen
and
for
just
Come on.
Jano.
Obviously, it takes a
don't
certain
think they
man with a
planned to
certain
scam
amount
them.
of money to fall
That
for
come
that.
with a certain
But no.
stupidity.
Fine, but
Martin,
still,
hold
any
on, no,
that
Bob.
marketing.
You
I
would go
think-
to a
I
party
think
where the
it's-
man them tell you, say, yo, you forward them $3,000 and put it on a card, and when you get there, you just walk around and swipe the band.
No,
A lot
but
of
remember that
parties
happened
nowadays are
long
actually
after.
doing that.
But
A
remember
lot
that
of
happened
festivals.
long after you buy a ticket, you know. So you
Yeah.
don't invest 3, 4, 5, 10, 15,
Hold on.
20.
It's not
grand.
only. It's not only that.
United
Where-
States dollars, you know.
Where
I
this
don't know. I
one's-
poor. I understand.
Where I think they're 50,
Pre-rich,
where you're
pre-rich,
50%.
No, pre-broke. I need to get like broke, then pre-rich.
Where I think you're 50% right is if you saw it the day the marketing launched with all the celebrities and like got tickets shortly afterwards, you thought you were doing something smart because you didn't know. If you got tickets months later when you started to see,
I think I'm
the
targeting. I
post
think I meant
of
that
the whole-
towards the later.
yeah,
people.
the post of the debacle and people were still buying
And
tickets.
Dog,
People-
people still did buying at the
people-
loom.
bro,
People
bro,
still
the
buying at the
before,
loom in
it was-
Jamaica right up till
Dog,
it bust.
literally,
I
no,
bought the
literally, I
stupidity.
saw it the Friday before or the Thursday before it happened. I saw the ad, and I was following it because I want to see how this turns
People were
out
buying
because
tickets
Ja
up
Rule
till
Dog and
then.
Blink 182. But nobody saw the footage until the weekend started.
Hold on.
Because the site they were trying
Hold
to
on.
the website.
Nicola, you trying to go
Wait,
see
no.
Ja Rule and Blink 182?
I would see Blink 182.
I would have fuck trying to see
to
Ja
the niggas who
Rule
were stupid
and
enough to
Blink
buy
182.
tickets, man.
Nah, wait,
I'd
no.
see Blink 182, but not for that amount of money. I'd pay
Wait, no,
I'd pay
guys.
$50 US to go into the
Wait, no.
concert to see Blink 182.
Guys,
And it better come with a shot of rum.
No.
guys.
We had unlimited liquor.
I'm still on point
Shot
one
of
of 3, and I intend
It's
to finish the
America,
3.
No,
what you saying?
I'm
I guess
saying,
fine.
dog, like American celebrity culture is ridiculous.
It's
Like
it's
the
worship.
fact
It's
that-
idol worship.
Hey, idol worship.
Literally.
Still, yeah,
That bring
Literally idol.
you are actually in my
Leo
mind.
DiCaprio.
we.
No, like
Shout out
one
to
brain
Chris.
co-host. One brain co-host. We've done this enough because that idol worship is like it ties into my second thing. Because remember I had 3. The second one is Kendall Jenner got paid $250,000
For one
for
Instagram post.
one Instagram post of an orange square.
What?
Yeah. You never
What
watched that? Oh, you never
kind
watched
of idol worship are these people
Bro.
like a part of that?
Bro, that's a regular
one,
fee.
I know, but for
Okay.
an Instagram post,
Yeah, that's a regular fee.
ridiculous. I want
Majority-
some. That is ridiculous.
Majority of
mate.
their pictures are paid posts. Like, I think the cheapest one is 100,000 or something like that. It wild, yeah.
You fuck are you? You beg too much. Free this gear penis. Post so
Bob is a bat.
Yo, alright, for those of you that, because no one could do that. Like,
Nobody.
Bob's put like pouring out jelly snacks, and Nikolai opened them, hand him awesome, and Bob just rubs
tickly man.
Like, nah.
Nikolai look at him like, dog, what the fuck? And I start dead.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, everybody gets
Yeah, it's your
one.
birthday. You get 2. Alright, yeah, you get
Mad.
2. No.
Pink.
Yeah, not really
Point 3 of the Fire Festival thing that blew my mind.
Fuck off.
Wow.
Allegedly,
Strong
that
words.
means the thing in the hand middle. Allegedly, it means I want to fuck you.
Yeah, it does.
Talking to the corner of the mic.
No, back
Who-
in the
to
day.
who?
No, wait. Back in the day
Which
in high
school?
school.
Who
No,
did it
let me
go?
stop. Back
Which
in the
school?
day.
Who did it
No,
go?
stop.
Me
Back
never
in
go
the
that one.
day,
eh?
in high school.
Wait, in high school that was a
No,
thing?
not in the school
I
itself.
didn't go to all boys school still, so
But
one of
exactly,
that.
not in the school itself.
Burn.
But like, you go to a party and thing. We were going to pay parties at 15, 16. You know that.
Wait, Kala, you went to an all-boys school too, alright? You went to Arden.
Fine, Arden was technical in our boys' school, but whatever.
No, it wasn't.
So we at the party and like, yo, I don't know why you would shake a girl hand, but I'd be kind of.
I don't know why, because she's a person.
No, as in you hug them or whatever back in them days.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, so
Love
you shake a girl hand or whatever, and like you
touch
kind of feel that
them.
wiggling in your hand, wiggle.
Different, yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Every day.
Or when your brethren was being a batman like Bob just did, you shake him and say, yo dog, walk on. He just feel like, you're like, yo, what the fuck? And you just kind of draw back, you see me?
It was a white. It was a white boy
It
joke.
was a universal.
No.
Sex
I don't do white boy jokes.
symbol.
Timmy
It
does
wasn't
white
like
boy.
a
Timmy
what the
just
fuck,
showed
it
me
was
a
just something
flyer.
that was
Yo, shut up,
symbolic
guys.
with
Pretty.
sex.
Timmy just showed me a flyer. All right.
Is this fuck them man if I feel like?
Shen presents her annual birthday party call. Fuck.
Come on, bro, you gotta get it out.
Don't even continue that.
Fuck them, man.
Don't even continue that.
My
Fuck
girl
them,
said,
man, if
fuck
you
them,
feel
man,
like.
if I feel like. That is the name of her annual
them, man,
birthday
if me feel-
party.
Wow.
It's still to me.
Do you think the name changes yearly, or is it that name yearly?
No, dog.
Like,
That's my second
Is this
favorite
part
birthday
6
party.
Saga.
or is this
Wait,
just
no?
like the first
Best
year
birthday
that-
party name? One more year upon the fuck of them.
Yeah.
That is the best thing to name your birthday party. Yeah.
Best tweet I saw today. Hold on, I'm gonna get my shit back on. Best tweet I saw today. What?
Speak to the right.
What?
Make sure
what
you're
are,
speaking to the right.
what are
place.
y'all mad
He
about?
can hear now. That's why he's not yelling.
Oh yeah.
What are y'all mad about today? And the guy quotes the tweet and everything and goes, Popcorn held a show.
I
did
never
not
call it Poppy Show.
No, dog. Popcorn win social media the other day with the 10-year challenge.
Dog,
You saw the man post?
The
The man post one kernel of popcorn
Aye.
as a 10 year ago, and then him 10 years after.
No, I think somebody posted it of him before, and then he just reposted it. It was like,
Fucking
yo, this
hilarious.
Either way you take it, man.
Cause I joke
Twitter
painted
is the
it before.
source of some
Does,
amazing jokes.
does anybody know where Bumps in Tivoli Gardens is? Because that's where
No.
Fuck Them Man If Me Feel Like is keeping. And
Bumps?
I'd love to.
Type it in
Stop.
Google.
Is Bumps is like an area? Or like a place?
Yeah,
a venue?
I would assume it's
Yeah,
the
actually.
venue.
Bumps.
I assume it's a lane.
I remember the orgy flyers that they
Bumps
sent in the
Lane?
group.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
What the name? Do you remember the name
I
of the
get
fucking
invitations to them still.
I don't remember.
My
I don't remember the
numbers,
name. But
I don't
remember,
know.
I remember the orgy party where it's that you come, you wear a mask and like
Yeah, bears are there. Like
It's like
Oh
$5 grand
my
to go,
God.
man.
no, man, it was like 3 grand for males.
Do we
and
know
like
anyone that
5
like
bills for
attempted to
females or
attend
something.
one of those?
I have
Yeah,
a bridge.
we know people that have attended.
I have a bridge in us at
Dog,
I won't
if-
sell them all, but we all know people that have attended.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
Shit.
All of us.
The man sounds stunned.
Dog, you know what's funny? I have a brethren, white as chalk.
Ah!
The man goes and buys hoes on the road.
I had 3
Bomba,
points for the
man,
Fire
why?
Festival thing. I got through 2.
Why,
The
dog?
Kendall Jenner shit, the fact that people
Man
fell
have
for
money
it.
to dog. I was
Man
like,
was
why?
willing to suck dick to accomplish the Fire Festival.
No.
You see that face that you just
No,
gave?
no,
That is the face I had in the documentary.
He
The
did not
man
get
them
paid enough
literally
money.
said, the man them for water. The man
up
them,
Andy.
the man,
I'd hire-
big up. No,
Yo,
I don't know.
Big up Andy.
No, big
Man,
up
them-
Andy.
Andy
I'd
was dedicated
I'd
to
hire-
the fucking
I'd
cause. I would hire
I
the
would
fuck out of
hire
that
Andy.
guy.
If me a hold a party,
Yo.
is Andy me a hire.
Him go and get it
Yo,
done.
Bob, can you hold
Come
the
deep
mic,
throat or
hold the
high
mic
water.
Like 7 inches away from
Deep
your mouth.
throat or high water.
Hold your mic here.
It's here.
No, hold it further.
Anyway, dog, for people who haven't watched, spoiler, I don't care.
fuck yeah,
the man
I'm
them,
Hire
the
Andy.
man them literally linked the dog and say, "Yo, we need you to take one for the team." What do you mean? We need you to suck a dick to clear water through this customs.
And says you're a great gay leader.
Word,
You're
dog.
I would
our
need you to
great
suck a
gay leader. We need you to
Oh,
suck
so
a dick.
the you was gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's
So
a,
that makes it
that's
okay.
not okay.
that's
that
a
makes it
no-brainer.
okay?
That's a no-brainer. What?
What? So because him gay, him boss can tell him to go suck a dick.
Not tell him, but I mean, it's actually easy.
No, dog. Me as a Jamaican, and you know how we feel about that. That's still wrong, man. You
You
cannot
cannot
force
ask someone
somebody
to do a sexual
that.
favor to clear something,
No,
dog.
man.
That is garbage.
Water
Think about
is
it.
prosperous to
Think
life,
about
but
it.
if it's not me, it's a safe.
It's Evian.
Me not gonna ask about him, man. For
It was
nothing like
Evian.
that.
Bad man, they were on an island, walk to the other side.
Think
and not
about
sucking.
it, dog.
Yeah, walk to the fucking
Hell,
hotel.
hell is where you're forced to suck dicks for water. Not here.
Fine.
Not in the Bahamas,
There might as-
nigga.
there might as well have been on hell. Dog, they're
if
on an
your
island with
brethren
no
them-
fresh water.
If your brethren them ask you for go suck a hood, for a favor
Dog,
for the team
not
and tell you,
Exuma, they were literally
yo,
on
take one
a
for the team.
bare
No,
island.
no, they
were on
they tried to do it in Exuma, and they got kicked off.
Nico,
on
watch
their
the
island.
fucking movie.
Watch the fucking thing.
Brother, the man
Fine.
them asked him to suck a dick and said, yo, take one for the team. And the man went home, washed his mouth out with mouthwash. And
Man
pressed-
said him drive home, gargle, and got ready to go
got
do it.
ready to go take one for the team.
Dog,
Hold on.
what?
Nico,
Dog!
hold on.
Let me tell you, the inner Jamaican in me, watching it in the batty boy. Dog, I was ready to murder him,
Hold on. You know what?
I was just like, watch that suckled pussy wall. No! For water, G!
Jesus Christ, Bob. Can you turn on his mic more, please?
For a party! For a party!
No, stop.
Vex, dog.
You make it sound like man that's talking for
Nico.
No!
Nico.
Woman out there suck out for ticket and me alright with that.
So, Nikolai, there are things in this world that you would suck a wood for?
Apparently.
Hold on, no. My biggest question to Nico is, Nico, if they're on a deserted island, how the fuck customs come in and nothing for water?
They were on Exuma.
Bob call
no,
him
no,
a suckled
no.
pussy wall.
Nico thought it was on their private island. So if they're on their fucking private island, how the fuck customs come in at this if them own the island?
Dog, it doesn't not matter. It doesn't matter if you own the island. Customs still gonna come into play because you're entering from an international territory, so you have to clear customs anyway. You
Clear
go.
the imaginary dick out you throw, clearly.
The island, if I just bought it, has all of 3 people on it. Who the fuck is customs? Is it my mother? Is it my
Do you
girl?
hear yourself?
If
All right,
me buy an island
Hey.
Alright, listen,
and me
listen.
ship
guys.
water.
Listen.
Hey,
listen,
guys.
Listen to me. Listen.
Hey guys, it don't matter.
You cannot fly from
Hey guys,
Jamaica.
Andy was ready to
You-
suck dick, and that's all. That's important right here. As a matter of
No
fact,
high five to that.
as a matter of
Don't
fact,
mic out
wait,
here.
no, that reminds me of a comedian I saw once. He did a thing about nicknames, and there was a guy in his audience whose name was Gandhi. And he says, so how did you come up with the name Gandhi? And he says, my name is Andy and I was gay, so. Name's Andy and I'm gay, so. Gandhi.
Mandix.
But yo, let me just
Dushan
rain
Mandix?
some knowledge on you.
No, dog,
Dushan Mandix. And if you're talking about customs, shut the fuck up, Nico.
there's a South African
Dushan
cricketer
Mandix
named
is a what?
It's illegal.
legal.
It's illegal.
Legal.
Legal. It's a legal name in America.
He eats all
I
of
store
them.
all of them till one day I can go,
What's this word on your shirt?
political.
Political.
Where's the LE?
Political.
The what?
The
Political.
LE. Political.
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 What was I saying?
Hold on. You know what's sick? The word party is on his shirt too, but Timmy does a party. Timmy said party. The R,
So it's political.
the R
Political
goes
party.
away and becomes an A.
So I'm just
Political
yamming for the
party.
party.
Damn, they got a political party.
But guys, a little,
That's the one
a
was
little
up
extra
there.
I
knowledge
actually
for
went to
y'all.
the DPP Christmas party.
Got a
real quick.
DPP.
A what?
I went to
You
the
know
DPP's
me.
Christmas party.
What is
and
that
No, no,
DPP though?
The District Public Prosecutor of Jamaica.
No.
I went to their Christmas party and
Maybe.
it was the most shot party for the year.
Okay.
It free liquor, free food, and the
You weren't listening,
DJ.
it's fine.
Oh my god, the DJ they turn up.
Lit.
They spend so much money on that, by the way.
Real quick.
Bob, hold on, real quick. You wanted to say something?
Yes, I
No,
did.
because I get asked Bob a question and I'm going to run
Okay, we're
forward.
gonna go on a just to kind of piss me off.
No,
a little bit.
I genuinely
So,
want Bob to inform me about
customs.
something.
You cannot leave from like an international territory and fly into somewhere
What's in
without
this shit,
clearing
nigga?
customs first.
Yeah, I know that.
Some chocolate
Legally.
flavor. So wait, no, I'm not done. So you fly into
You only
wherever.
wait till I like hitting things to do that.
Dog,
thing.
it's a
So-
superpower. I wasn't
So
even
you go
looking
to
at
like.
you.
So say you're going to the
Nikolai
Bahamas.
Naga lean back
You
to
have
the
to fly into
thump
like.
and I went back in
You have to like. You have to fly into Nassau first, clear into customs, then
You,
hop over to wherever, and then go to like a little private jet.
him, Jesus.
I'm done now.
That's Obama's
Alright, Nico.
there's someone out there that cares, you know.
Nico.
somewhere.
Me ship my
No
water
hell.
from America and pay customs in America. When it reach on my island, what the customs there? That me I talk about. There's no fucking customs on their private
Hey
island.
guys, we still don't care.
Exactly.
You know why?
Like, you're for real.
Because it was never their island, because they
And
never bought
Andy
it,
was
because the
willing
guy
to suck
committed a
dick
bunch
for
of
it.
fraud.
Can't get to
Gandhi
the
was ready
island
to suck
without
dick.
Coast Guards flagging you down. That's what I'm saying. You have to clear customs
Nikolai,
first.
Can this not be the hill you die on?
Nah, dog,
Can you pick another hill to die on,
Alright,
please?
fine.
Thank
For
you.
all those who are trying to do like a drug run,
Back of the
just
class,
offer just try.
Martin.
No, for those who thinking of doing a drug run, stop watching the podcast. Don't want nothing to do with you. Stop advising
That's
people.
true. This is not for you.
Me, miss.
Yeah, I know so.
The Venezuela thing, I know nothing about it,
Alright.
but I've seen a lot of like doom and gloom, and
me
it's
tell you
kind of
something.
got me curious.
Tell you
So
something.
could you inform me, the listeners, and all of us?
I don't
If you're not
blood
going to
you
wear
like
the
that.
headphones,
Venezuela.
give them to Bob, so he can moderate himself. Oh yeah, no one.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
I
So
love
about
you,
the
boo.
customs thing.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
gonna tell you about Venezuela.
So customs, right?
Venezuela now has been falling apart for a while. Every time something fall apart, Maduro, the president, blames America or the imperialists or the colonialists who are fucking with his country. Maduro won an election.
Are they really wrong to blame America though? Like just like
No, here's the thing. America
Are
fuck
they
with every
really?
country in the world. Venezuela has a lot of oil. America particularly fucks with oil-bearing countries.
yeah, so like he may be a little wrong, but not
No,
major.
Maduro
yeah.
was a bus driver. I don't think he was qualified to run a fucking country.
How did he go from bus driver to that?
No one's qualified to run a country.
I
Yeah,
agree
but
with that.
certain people are more
You
qualified
kind of
than
figure it
others.
out as they
How-
go along.
Some animals are more equal than others, my G.
True.
Alright?
True.
That's
Some
why we
business
eat
not
them.
leak.
But how did he go from a bus driver to
He was
political office?
Chavez's right-hand man. Hugo Chavez, former guy,
Mm.
before America gave him cancer and killed him.
So
Yeah, no, Google it.
The man who
Venezuela continuing story.
the man who drive for Dodos now run drugs. Like that's such a stupid promotion. You're my driver. All right, I died.
I don't know if he
You're
was
now
driving
leaving the
for him.
country.
He was a socialist.
wild.
He went from bus driving to
Timothy
politics.
raises very strong points.
He went from
Like,
bus
so
driving to
wild.
politics, guys. That's what
True.
I'm saying. But anyway,
Lisa Hanna never took a step up apparently.
she has such a sad life. I pity her sometimes. You know.
Venezuela.
Her husband left her for a man, you know.
Venezuela.
Whoa, let's just
Imagine
kinda-
you are
No,
a
let's just
beauty
kinda
queen.
And now we're
on
here.
this way.
And your husband
know
left her
we're
for a
here.
man.
Which husband is it? The first
Bomba
one
Bob,
before.
Bob, I didn't
Before.
actually, I didn't actually know that. So could you please
Me either.
inform
So
me?
I'm just like,
Yeah,
Could you
you
please?
never
Could you
know.
please? No, I never
Lisa
knew.
Hanna caught her first husband fucking her next man. That is a beauty queen. Oh, you have to fuck on a beauty queen with a man.
I now feel a little bad for making fun of her. She's probably emotionally
Dog,
distraught from that shit.
I'm so sorry for her.
I thought
sometimes.
Timmy knew and was like digging.
No, I
I
feel a
pity her
little bad now.
sometimes.
That is crazy.
She needs to be treated like everybody else, but I feel a little bad now
I feel
knowing
so bad
that.
for her sometimes.
Yeah.
How you come back from something like that?
Oh,
How you recover from something like that?
With grace and pride.
No.
Like I'm trying to
With
think
grace
of,
and pride, can you not?
Or you find a
nothing
richer
else.
man.
like
You're
I'm,
not,
I'm
nothing
trying
else.
to think
Find a
of
richer man.
a smart
Which you
response,
did.
but I can't. Like, how do you really like
That's
forward
wild, bro. Dog, you know, well, we're gonna get back to Venezuela. Do you remember the time I did message you, dog? I worked at Scotia Investments at the time, and Shamar messages me. Literally, my older,
yeah.
my older brother
Man
messages
say
me.
one
and goes,
Batman up the road, kill a next
Fatty,
Batman.
Fatty police there
Yo,
we
the
gate.
dog
Batman
sent
kill
me the
Batman
video.
our gate. I sent you the picture and the video and thing.
That was wild.
So apparently, right, there was a lovers spat up the road, like way up the road. And Mexican Dolly, a crossdresser. There you go, crossdresser. Came home and caught her boyfriend fucking the next one. Did not like that, so fight go on, chopping go on, man run out, jump into the car, drive the man down. Apparently hits the man.
Drove the car onto the man.
Yeah, apparently hits the man at the corner of the road. Dog flies over, car goes over and lands on top of him. Police come, the whole road's taped off. Shamar takes pictures. I'm in the middle of a meeting. I get a message. Fatty, Batman killed Batman our gate. A voice note and like 4 pictures.
Shamar calls you fatty.
Yeah.
Mad and fun.
And Shamar shot and ball. Like, we're brothers.
Bob,
Man bear
careful
pig.
there.
Man bear pig. So yo, I look over
Half
at
man,
my
half
boss.
bear, half pig.
And I go, can you use the bathroom? She goes, yeah. I just run outside and I go, dog, what the fuck? Immediately I go, no one's going to believe me. Sends all
forwards
the
it to the group.
pictures. Just like, yo, the look on this. That was the wild. That's one of the wildest things. Venezuela.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but right
please.
now, Maduro,
Mexican dollar had to go to jail.
Dog, the
To
man
the
was
jail.
literally underneath the car when he sent the picture. I'm like,
Yeah.
Maduro.
And the car did drop on
like,
him,
I had to
dog.
turn my head like, you know, one of it's like,
Bomba. Yeah, the car was.
literally. Venezuela. Yeah.
Okay.
For
Maduro,
Timmy's sake.
Trump got this one right, actually.
Maduro won his the last election, and he was sworn in the other day. But in doing that, he also suspended basically the Supreme Court, and superseded the
How do you
parliament.
suspend the Supreme Court? Well, sorry, continue talking. I'll ask my
Tell
questions
him to
later.
fuck off.
No,
Presidential
How do you
decree, I
shut
guess.
down the government?
Save our questions.
I don't know. I don't know
for
that.
later
I don't know the
in
answer to that. But the presidential decree, I
He
guess.
shut down the government.
Fucking Trump.
Exactly.
No,
I'm like,
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yeah. So
Twice in the presidency.
he.
I don't want to distract him.
Was it 3 times?
Yeah, cause I'm about to derail.
Twice.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Maduro of Venezuela.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then he superseded parliament and created his own parliament filled with his supporters.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are saying his government is illegitimate. Jamaica actually took back the 49% of Petrojam that Venezuela owned the other day.
About time.
But at the same time, we sent people to his
I didn't
swearing
know
in.
that we had.
Or we didn't send anybody to his swearing in, but we still see him as the legitimate leader, or the other way around, whichever way it go.
So this
Yeah.
guy is the one who said he's breaking apart from America that you're talking about, Maduro. He's the
How
one
can
who
he break apart from
like
America?
he cut ties with them. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he cut ties with them after what happened today.
Yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. He actually was voted in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to understand.
According to him, but what happens is the opposition told the UN not to send election watchdogs, and then after the election, the opposition said that the election was rigged, but there were no observers to the election.
Yeah, but that's like that's
So
the
that
thing.
looks sticky right there, right there. So
Yeah.
no, the
What?
president of the Constituent Assembly, the one that Maduro suspended, declared himself the leader today,
Yeah,
the leader of the country,
interim
president.
Not today, yesterday.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
something
Yeah,
there.
they're following this hard.
America,
yeah. International
Pence
news.
backed him, and a lot. Yeah,
America, a lot of European
a
countries,
lot of other
Canada,
countries. Yeah, the global north, the hollow people, they backed
Yeah,
them.
basically, yeah.
The hollow people?
All the
Yeah.
white folk,
Them don't have a soul.
all the white folk, we look to for guidance.
Them just go around stealing shit.
Oh, Zeal?
Them
Yeah, hollow
That's what
people.
the Native Americans call them.
That's why them nipples pink.
Bob, I think you just mean Americans.
No. But anyway, the hollow people
We'll get there.
all backed him. But here's the thing:
Yeah.
how many times in history have you seen America back a guy who is just claiming power? Oh yeah, true.
All America do is back man. Yeah,
Yeah, but
so,
all America do is back guys.
so as it burn up, yes, but all America do is back
guys.
man. So I mean,
Yeah, America should just call himself Batman.
yeah,
They're fudge
like,
packers.
we'll be here all night if we start that.
Can we not say that one?
That
What?
America is a fudge packing nation.
What they're
the
full of
fudge
Tom
packing?
Cruises.
Yeah, they're fudge
I
packers.
feel like fudge packing is kind of like borderline derogatory.
So anyways,
what
like,
them
it's
doing?
just like a little bit rough.
Bob,
What was it?
Maduro, the interim president of this guy, Trump, and
Yeah,
the
but
hollow
how many
people.
times you see America back a new government that them never have something in it?
America back in a man.
Yeah, that them never have something in it. Right? And then
No
to get
comment.
all these other major international governments on board. However, the people against it, China, Russia, the usual suspects. So it look away if you follow Western media. And from what they may pray America, you know, and them
I think
them up the propaganda game and I don't like it.
I think Russia
How
and
so?
China are the
Huh?
only two countries. that
How
have
so?
it.
More media control.
Yeah, a lot.
Them nah show nothing bad.
That's no, they've always been doing that though.
No, but like them not show nothing America can do. No wrong. The only people wrong in American news right now is Russia and China.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, being in American news.
Yeah.
But no,
American
Russia,
news.
Russian news was been
No,
controlled.
Russian news is Russian news been controlled. They expect
know-
that from them.
you know
America's
how-
allegedly free.
You know how I know it's bad too? Because even on Colbert Report, Trevor Noah, and a lot of those comedy shows, except for I haven't watched John Oliver in a while, so I can't comment on that one. There aren't any major things where they're criticizing America besides if they're criticizing Trump. And normally, even when Bush was in power, to use another quote-unquote bad president, even though he looks good now, they were criticizing Bush, but also criticizing like the country on a whole and being able to be partial.
Let me tell you something.
No,
Bill
partial
Clinton.
rather.
Bill
No,
Clinton
just
was the
no.
first black president.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. No,
Alright?
yeah.
Bill
no.
Clinton was the first black president. And Bill Clinton was the last president to leave the American government with a surplus.
Yeah, because he was smart.
Yeah.
I mean,
He didn't do all great things, of course, and he never had sexual relations with that woman. She just sucked his dick. That's not sex.
Him did that talk about fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
As Martin would say. Him never penetrated pussy.
Hey. I've been over here minding my business.
You don't have a mic, be quiet.
To the podcast.
Stop
Bill
shouting.
is listening
Stop
to the
shouting.
podcast.
Stop shouting
Like him
into
not
the air.
recording it right now.
What?
What you push? You have a mic in your hand, you know. Why you
I was
whispering?
saying.
Yeah, push my way.
give
You tell
the
me for
mic
push
to
Ron and Martin
so
side,
you
mate.
can hear him
We,
properly.
my youth, we.
I'm still like listening to Bob explain the Venezuela situation. Why, specifically, what I want to know is why Jamaica
help a nigga
is afraid. Like, what are the
Why we're afraid to pick a side?
What are the ramifications of picking
Why we're
a
afraid to
side?
pick a side?
Oil.
Yeah, oil. Because if Maduro holds on, we're not gonna get nothing from him.
And America go try fuck us too.
And America go focus.
And if Venezuela fuck us,
Not
America.
me.
Either way we go, we still get fucked.
All right.
Extra hard.
Explain.
No lube.
No Vaseline.
No, Venezuela will be an American puppet state.
Explain option
After
A
this.
and explain option
If-
B.
if,
Like, for my simple
well,
mind.
No, Maduro is running the country into the ground. Venezuela was still running a lot of social programs based on oil being over $100 a barrel. Oil is not over $100 a barrel. They've been losing money for a long time. They were subsidizing a lot of fuel to the people, like fuel in Venezuela was really fucking cheap for people. It was like a couple cents a gallon. And they have a lot of social programs, free healthcare and stuff like that. Now, that's what Chavez brought in to get popularity with the people. Maduro just continued it. But they weren't making the money anymore, so they start running out of money, they start running out of basic amenities. Just go shit, Timmy. Just go shit. Just go
Yo, you want me to drink while at it?
Yo, who has to shit in the middle of a podcast?
Timmy.
No, right?
The grabber reaching
Don't
belly.
left me out, dog. Just please.
The man is going to shit. I'm going to make you a drink in the
He's
bathroom.
about to make one for himself. You saw him about to make one for himself. Don't be that nigga, man.
Anyway,
continue.
where were we? Yeah, so
I
Venezuela.
want to Maduro, but
So Maduro was fucking up the country.
Okay, right there.
And when they won
Dog,
the
were you
election,
dropping farts in this shit before you got up, man? Like, wow.
let me tell you something.
Dog, my pants-
People were
my
queuing
pants, dog.
hours.
It's not mine.
People were
mine.
joining line for hours to
Timmy
get
was
bread.
farting on it.
So you're putting it on me, brother? Why the fuck you touching it
So
so
you
much?
need
Alright,
shit,
hold
the
on,
farts
I forgot
clearly
air them
blew
out
off the
now.
tip of the
So
shit.
don't air it out over on the fucking couch, nigga. What the fuck?
I'm editing this all out.
Why, dog?
Joke.
All
Jesus
go.
Christ.
It's the birthday podcast.
You not done yet?
This one coming to you guys
Just
just
please
how we
help me
recorded
out,
it.
man.
No,
Dog,
it's just farts. You fart in your own pants
Just
all the fucking
stretch out
time.
the fucking thing, man.
It's just farts. The ghost of your food.
So why you don't touch it?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to touch a
I
man
can't,
fart.
like, exactly, I can't, like, reach
Fart
so
of shit
far.
particle in
Fine,
it, you know?
Oh, alright, fine.
Every poop has aerosolized shit. I don't want to touch that.
We're gonna leave it there, so we're gonna leave it there. So.
Bob said, dog, just touch it. What? You fart in your pants all the time.
Man
So
don't
why
wanna
you
fucking
don't
touch-
touch it? I don't want to touch farts.
Yeah, it's not my pants. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, thanks to me. I didn't even realize the man put by the jinx.
Enjoy your shit, Timmy.
Yeah, have a good dump.
So anyway, Venezuela was falling
a
apart. The
perfect
guy
thing.
said, this guy come in now and say,
Please
yo,
spare
no,
my-
the guy at the Constituent Assembly that was overruled was like, no, Maduro is illegitimate. There was a lot of election tampering. So I'm the interim president. We are the legal body. America come and support them. A lot of the global north support them. So there are now two opposing governments in Venezuela at the moment. But this country was already, according to news reports, already running out of basic necessities. People don't have toilet paper. People don't have bread.
But that was like,
Condoms been in
that's
short.
been like
Been
from like
shot.
3-4 years.
Yeah,
now.
the sheeps haven't been very
Everything, like this, the supermarket shelves have been empty.
Yeah.
Like people have been fighting for goods.
They're-
TP, bread,
The country
basic
been falling
necessities,
apart.
like,
good. Are you
literally-
filming us? Okay.
Literally, you
country
have
for-
like
You could.
tokens. You get tokens
That'd be
from
dope.
the government to go and buy things, or you have dates that you have to go and go to
Yeah.
the supermarket. Like
to get certain things.
you have an appointment to go to the supermarket today at 5 o'clock. Are
to
you
get your bread.
crazy?
You get a
And
ration
you go
from the
into the
government.
supermarket and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
You have to make appointments to go to the supermarket.
No,
No,
not
the
you don't.
government
Don't
will
make it.
ration
It's
out
assigned
things.
to you. Basically, the dates is assigned to you. So you have coupons or like
And that's in
tokens or whatever.
Venezuela
Yes, you have tokens and things.
in
You have-
2019.
Well, that was back in 2016, so I'm sure it's the same thing now.
There's so much I don't know and so much like
When I was in Trinidad,
Well, America
when I was
is-
in
but
Trinidad for
right now,
school,
America
people
is
were coming over in
effectively-
boats.
America is effectively committing a coup right now. in
how so?
Venezuela.
How, because I've heard that before.
Until you
and
can
I
prove
want
that.
to know.
I don't believe Maduro
I just
is a
want to know the intricacies of it.
I don't believe Maduro is a competent guy, but until you can prove the election was not legitimate, it is legitimate.
Yo, I need to read more into this because I'm been like skimming the surface.
No, if
of,
you
like-
if you
No, I've been
I agree
skimming
that
the
Maduro
whole-
may not be the best thing for the country and whatever, but honestly, I've been questioning some of the media reports on it, and also, cause I'm saying millions of people have left the country. Where the fuck are they then?
Dog, in Trinidad.
If millions though of
Maybe-
Venezuelans, brother.
You
Maybe
remember
not
this?
millions,
You remember
but they
this
have
last
tried.
weekend?
I'm not
was
saying them
that
don't
there's-
leave, you know,
that
but
there's been
millions?
a problem. There's more somewhere about the place. It might be in the chair right there, right here. Love you guys. You remember Dus was saying?
podcast.
Yeah,
listeners.
whatever. You remember Dus was saying last week that Trinidad actually had like
A lot. I'm not saying that there aren't people leaving the country, you know, but millions.
chair.
Bob,
This one right
as
here.
I was saying, when I was in Trinidad, like we used to see on the news all the time. Every week there was a boat trying to come into Trinidad, and people, yeah, they would accept some, or some would get away, but then they would turn back some, obviously
you.
because the space and the jobs
Heavy
and things.
ice.
They weren't really accepting of them because there was no jobs for them there. There was like, if you come here, you're gonna be like a bum, like living off of the economy kind of way. So I understand Trinidad's point, but I think they should have at least tried a thing. But then a lot of Venezuelans died at sea, you know, because there was I was
Died
working
at sea in trying to like.
come over to different countries.
How,
So
how what is the method of transport for people on
Boats.
crossy legs?
Shit, little
that's what I'm saying,
dinghies,
though.
little dinghies,
Little dinghy,
Literally,
like
literally
the,
like
literally
boats.
little dinghies,
like,
lifeboats.
like the Cubano shit.
Lifeboats.
yeah,
Oh my god,
like the Cuban
man.
airlift, yeah.
Oh my god.
What was it called? It was called the Cuban airlift, Miami airlift, the
we make
Havana airlift.
we make jokes of a situation
Whatever.
simply to just make it lighter.
But I was working with the film department when I was in Trinidad, and there were some short films by students, and most of them were based on the whole Venezuelan thing. And one of them really hit me. It was like, you see a family sitting down in a room praying, breaking bread and like some food and thing. Obviously, it wasn't enough food. It was like stew and some bread and thing. And I was sitting down, and there was like gunshots everywhere and like bombs or whatever. There was basically a disturbance around the area. And then the next scene was then like on a beach at night in a lifeboat on the water. And then the following scene was basically just the daughter surviving, coming on the beach, and like she was alone in the lifeboat, reaching promised land, I guess. And the ending scene was her like in like a detainment unit in a different
But I
country.
mean, bro,
Her parents are dead. She's by herself and she's detained.
my G,
That made me cry.
been
Honestly,
happening
How
in
you-
Central America.
But how you lock up children? Like just genuine question. Like genuine
There's no one to take care of them.
humane question.
You know these kids are
But how
dying
you,
in these
but how you like
detainment
lock them
centers
up
in
in
the US,
cages?
right?
How you lock up picnic in cages?
Because there are white people in America who hate colored people.
The ICU detainment centers, there's kids dying in them.
ICE, not ICU.
Sorry,
I don't know
ICE.
that. I understand hating another adult.
Unit.
How you hate children? Like the innocent. Every baby animal is adorable in a dog.
I understand.
That's how we don't eat them.
Exactly.
It's literally just how we don't eat them. You know?
Baby
Baby-
shark
baby
do do
birds.
do do do
Baby shark do 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 do.
Baby
shark,
birds.
do, do, do. But you know that reaction you get where you see something really cute and you want to just fuck it up. Like you ever watch? Alright, you watch Despicable Me, and the girl is like, it's so fluffy.
It's so fluffy. I wanna just eat it.
Yeah.
That kind of
Like,
That
oh,
kind
your
of thing?
feet are so cute. No.
Yeah, it's literally from us wanting to eat it, eat the thing, like to destroy it.
Have you seen My Little Dog?
Hold on,
It's an
pause. I explained this
evolutionary
to Timmy.
response.
It's
Have you seen Hershey?
it's you've heard
Hershey,
women
like,
do
it's
this
so
before,
kind of
like with
small.
Levi, when they're like,
Smother.
he's so
But
cute.
you
I
know,
just
like, hug
wanna
her too tough, you
munch
can
on
You're having
him,
two
and like they're just
conversations
like
with
they're doing that. Yeah, like that,
That's what's
like
happening
that.
over
That's
there.
what he means. That's what he means. I was explaining the concept to Timmy. Timmy didn't get what you meant when you said, something so cute you want to fuck it up. But I got what you meant because I saw something that explained it to me the other day, and I went, "Oh yeah, that's kind of
It's
true."
literally
Yo,
because we
Hershey's
want
a
to eat
prime
it.
example.
Hershey,
Yeah,
your dog.
yeah. Got a mommy's dog.
Explain.
Explain,
motherfucker.
nigga. You know what I
What's it,
mean?
yo?
The man
Yeah,
just
yeah,
goes,
but
Hershey's a
like-
prime example.
I was expecting
Wait.
it to go, yeah, for real. Because I
How the
mean,
fuck I gonna get
you
that?
don't
get prompted,
It's just like
mother
that
lover.
cute.
No, I don't like little dogs.
Oh,
Yap yaps.
okay. Anyways,
Fuck you too, nigga.
anyways, the
Fuck
little
them
dog.
other
She's
yap
like
yaps.
she's so small and like soft. You just kind of
I don't like little dogs.
And when you lift her up, she just kind of licks your hand like, yeah, I'm content in this.
She's a
position.
little rat.
I'm fine.
You know why I'm a fucking
It's a
hypocrite?
Pomeranian,
You
right?
know why I'm a
The
hypocrite?
Pomeranian shit too, yeah.
You know I'm a hypocrite? I'd never get a
A
little
pump
like
shit.
I'd never get
Shit
a little
pump.
dog. But everybody's little dog is so cute. But
Just
I'd
wanna
never
eat you up.
I'd never get a little
The thing
dog.
is,
I don't
when you have
like-
inside dogs, you get to learn their
I
personality.
don't want them
So
inside.
get a cat.
No, that's the thing.
No.
Cats are evil.
No.
Negative.
You motherfucker.
Man, them sap the
Negative.
energy from your nose in at the
Yeah.
night, dog.
Dog, you know how much time Bob sent a
Bullshit.
picture of the cat that's on top of him? Yo, he's like sucking the engine out of him.
If
when
she's
he's
on top,
sleeping.
literally the only time she's ever on top of me is when I put her there.
Or beside him.
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
shit. Yeah. She's small spoon.
She's small spoon.
Mm-hmm.
So what that? Spork?
Because you have the claws.
Ha ha. Hardy har har.
Nigga sit right there.
I thought
Telling
you
me
wanted to be on the edge.
Ooh.
Yeah, dog, what's going on with your vocabulary
What the
today?
hell, man?
What do you
Y'all
mean?
are just too
No, you-
Jamaican like, today,
You think
man.
me a blood clot busy signal pan edge, you know, man? You think I fuck man, I want to.
Christ, almighty.
Yo, can we admit that was a bop at Wilma's barbecue?
Can I tell you? Dog, woman's
You
barbecue
too,
alone.
God.
Every pay party up until we're like 17.
You're something tight. That's why them love me. What you go? What, girl, you're something
It's
tight?
something right.
No, girl, no, it's girl, you're something tight. That's why, man, I'm not gonna remember that shit right now.
Yeah,
If it was a
something
cartel
tight.
tune, I'd remember it.
Girl, me love how you mock me, baby. You're something right.
Use the muscle, hold me, baby. Me fuck you last night. I feel call you back tonight. Cause you're something tight. Yes, you're something right. I think you're gonna give on the glue. I can't fit me on the groove. No testing
So
one
what
tune
about
and
that
test
too?
two. My girl just hold me
Open
with
the
the muscle. Climb outside, I'm on the grizzle. Dog. I don't know. Yo, where did we just pull that from?
Wait, in the deep. Yeah, you remember that SpongeBob
Wilma's
episode?
barbecue.
No, you remember the SpongeBob episode of the little SpongeBob's running around in them head? We had to send the niggas
files.
way back into
In the
the
files.
file
It
cabinet.
took a while.
They had to find the key.
Brother, the man them hold on. The man them hold on
Wait,
to the
yo.
to the cabinet. 'cause
And pull
it's-
it, and
No,
it
be-
just
no,
go.
no, because it's a cartoon and the man them go ready. Let's go.
Yeah. Just roll out.
Bruce Almighty draw.
Yes.
Yes.
The,
Yes. Yes.
oh, the middle of the room. Oh, shit.
All right, yeah, folks. I'm gonna just tell you this. It's a birthday podcast. It's a special. It might drop tomorrow. It might drop on Saturday.
Might not.
It might drop on Sunday.
It might never drop.
It
look
might
out-
never
let's
fucking
look
drop.
out
No, that's
for
not
it.
true because this is gold, so it dropping.
Let's look out for it.
It is nowhere.
And
No,
I
what,
haven't taken my shirt off, so it definitely is dropping.
there you go. What I wanted to say is that we usually say right, whenever we go for an hour, we chat fuckery. So what I figured out, we're gonna do this podcast.
Intentionally.
No, we're already doing what we're doing now. But we're gonna run to like an hour. I'm gonna pause it. Who have to leave, and then we give you another half hour of afterthoughts. Thus far though,
I don't think anyone has to leave.
birthday podcast been dope. You never know 'cause we all work now, dog. We're actually like responsible adult.
I feel like 12 o'clock.
Whoa,
is the
who you
ultimate
calling an
cutoff
adult?
time.
I'm 26.
And birthdays are
I'm
like.
too big to be a child, so I'm actually just a children.
Yo, the man says, the man says, I'm too big to be a child, so I'm just a children.
I'm a children.
He is
Why not?
many.
But my vibes it with the man them I rock for it the other day.
Why you vibes with the man?
Because that's not gay to vibes. But anyways,
With the man them?
I did I say to them like
I did let it slide.
me know say me is as
Why you make it slide
even
for
like
the man
Bob,
Progressive.
we are man, yes, but we don't really have all them
Oh,
responsibilities.
Nikolai,
as
when
man.
we
Like,
why
we
you
still
and
a
we
child,
pause you?
like,
It's just because it's funny.
we still party, we still do fuckery, but as a man, we still there at the yard. We look after our car and things. So it's like half a man or so, you know.
Who is half a man?
Like most of we here, like we don't have no family or
'Cause
nothing like that.
Half a?
But we look after the
For
car, we look
alligator.
after the house and things like that.
I'm looking at you in the camera.
But I don't know. I don't feel like a full adult.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I know that.
I kind of don't want to be
I can't
because
pay
then
bills.
the whole heap of taxes, dog. Whole heap of taxes.
I thought you
Alright.
feel like an adult and I resent it.
Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
exactly. I feel half. I'm alright with that.
When I say I go on Instagram or Facebook and I see people, oh, getting married or pregnant,
Yo, I
I'm
have
just
a.
like,
Sorry to
what
cut you, I
am I
just want to
doing in my
pause here,
life?
right? I have a brethren who linked me the other day, right? And like, when this man linked me and say, yo, bro, I'm back in the country. I'm like, all right, yo, dog, that's sick. Yo, let's go get food. So they go upon, like, go get lunch. You see me drinking, chatting. I go, yo, why do you have a ring on that finger? The man goes, yo, I got married. My first
this,
response
Was
was, well, yeah, you remember? My first response was, why? That's how I know I'm not
The
ready.
man like reflexing.
Reflex. He goes, yo, I got married. Why? Like, you're
No
my
processing
age.
at all in it. Why?
Like, you're
No,
my age. I
dog.
understand why women get married at this age because women tend to date older men. If this is the line, women date across and up. That's why they tend to get, like, you get married at this age because you're married to older men. Men date across and down. I ain't trying to fucking get married, man.
Presents.
In the
to
immortal
me.
words of my friend Martin Bartholomew Pagan. Bartholomew is not his real name.
not
But
his
Martin
name.
Pagan.
There's only
Give
a few
who
select people.
have-
who
I wasn't going to, but
know
now
the
that you
actual-
say it, I
Guys.
want
Yeah,
to, but I
don't.
won't.
It's like it's
And
like
I never will, but
it's like-
because you said it like that, I really want to,
it's
but I
like
won't.
he who shall not be named.
What were you saying, Bob?
Give who half.
Bartholomew Pagan.
Give who half.
But
Martin's life
But
motto.
no, not even a half. You know
Give
what?
who half.
When I get married in a dog and I yell in this, so I open to hear me in the background. I getting married one time. That is why I'm not trying to do it right now. I want to find Bay because give who half hour.
Yeah.
It's called a
But you know what? More wild to
That's
me than
it's
the
called a
marriage at this
prenup.
age
prenuptial
is
agreement.
there are a couple niggas I went to school with
Or is
who
it arrangement?
hold on a minute, who them
have
do
me.
married, but them have picnic and not just one,
But why?
but maybe two.
But why?
And they're my age, 27, 28, and they have one or two children, child.
Childs.
Child.
Yeah, child. That one stumped
knew
me
it
with
was
one or
coming.
two a while
I
ago.
knew
One
it
or
was
two
coming.
childs.
Yeah, that one stumped me. But it's wilder to me. Like I rather be
One children, two
married
childs.
than have that bigger, arguably, responsibility of a child. Like they're not married. So, all right, you have to look
I have a
after the
question.
mother and the picnic.
I have a question.
Like that wilder to me.
When did it become not cool to like have a girlfriend that you rate?
Not cool.
Or to like and because clearly it's not cool because oh man, I have a bag of girl and like trust me, I'm clearly being the hypocrite here over but I'm single. But when did it become like not cool to like, you know, have a bae? Have like something that you're trying to build? When did that become lame and like, you know,
You know when I think it started.
Because
as
being
J.
a
Cole,
man-
as J. Cole said on his iconic
before you
song
start
that
with the
dropped
fuck, I
today,
have a serious point, but Apollo.
This
the,
is a
re- the real ones is dying, the fake ones is lit, man. When did that become a thing?
I think a lot of men nowadays, and maybe they shouldn't be called men because of what I'm about to say. They see women empowering themselves in the way that they are, and sometimes it's
And
right,
them feel
sometimes it's a
threatened.
wrong way.
And feel
And
threatened.
then feel threatened and feel like, boy, me have to put down a woman. Like, you remember the same girl we were talking about earlier with the picture?
Yeah.
Like, me not gonna put her down because that's fierce to her. That's her sexuality she's showing off.
I just don't
agree with
understand the
it.
garment.
Yeah, I don't have to agree.
I don't have. I don't have
cover.
I don't have
for the poop.
I love
Why
the
should we?
garment because
I don't
for
have
me and the
any
girl,
argument in this. I
Not
just
even
don't
half.
understand
Yeah.
the purpose of the garment.
It's not a-
When I wear socks,
yeah.
it cover my foot.
Love.
When I wear pants, it clearly covering like what it's supposed to cover. That didn't even cover the clit too tough.
It's just to arouse the gentleman. That's it. It's just to
Yeah.
arouse the man.
But what's
So
the-
it's lingerie.
Hold on,
It's
my
lingering,
point-
yeah.
I
My point
I
was-
understand if it's lingering.
Yeah, it is. But my point was that
practical use.
my point was that
I agree.
I don't have to agree or disagree with what a woman does for her to do it.
True.
At the end of the day, she's going to do what she feels like she has to.
Yeah, you don't have no
And I
autonomy
don't-
over that woman.
Exactly. So I like the picture or I don't. But at the end of the day, that don't mean nothing to her. And most men, I think, get threatened by that and then react negatively instead of going, I like that picture, but I don't like it because of that, of the thing it might give off to me in my own mind personally. But that's it. I'm not going to comment and say nothing.
What did I say to you the other day that
No?
that when I was reasoning with the dog them and the man did say it and it blew my mind about women
Man said
raise
God-
women raise
man
no
said
not yet, that's fuckery, but we're like fun. The other one. The man said women raise their daughters, but mothers just love their sons. It take a man to raise a boy.
Yes and no.
It take
Some,
a,
yes and no. Some
I
Jamaican
figured that
arguably,
I
some
figured
Jamaican
that would be a
mothers
fun
tough,
point.
So them raise a proper man, but I agree with you.
No, I don't think. I think
Most mothers, I think, on like a scale of arguably 85-90%, you're
the
right.
love of a mother is unconditional.
Exactly. So you could fuck up in the most way.
Hey, if
Even-
I
because they
murder
love you.
somebody, I
Even
know
if
Nandi is
you
cutting me off.
wild out, even if you wild
So, you
out,
know.
even if you go full Jeffrey Dahmer,
Oh, no,
Nandi
no.
would still pray for
For
you.
like a 5
No.
years. No,
She
she would
would.
pray for you.
She would.
Arguably,
father
I'd
would-
say-
She would. Your,
Even
fa-
fart
your,
in your
brother,
direction.
brother, your father wouldn't even piss
No,
on you to put
Nandi
you out
would-
if you were on fire.
Nandi
Me and
would pray
Pops
for
are
you,
already
you
on
know
shaky
that.
ground.
Your
and love
mom
each other, but
she
you know,
would.
it's like-
No, your mom
Either
she
way.
would. The love
Yeah.
of a mother, I believe, is unconditional.
Well, yeah,
That
you
makes
nearly
sense.
killed her
Their
coming out,
girls,
so-
Mothers are very strict on their girls, but on their boys, they're like,
Mothers
"Do
raise
your thing,
women.
go out, go
Because
out."
mothers raise women.
Yeah.
Mothers love their
their-
sons.
yep.
They don't understand them
Doesn't matter what they're
necessarily.
doing.
So, but them
But
biggest killers. We see this all the time on news. Man has murdered how much people. Man has like done all of this like ye raping. You can pass some club soda. Like done all of this like ye raping, and the mother always going to be there saying.
It was a good youth. You know?
It was a good youth. He never deserved that.
You never watched
Never
TVJ News
deserved
yet?
that.
But hold on.
Mothers raid, and this is not to knock on mothers in any way, cause it's even to be like, yo, this is how like amazing they are. You could do the worst shit, them still gonna love you. A father will drape you the fuck up and go, yo. Either if your father garbage, your father will go, yo, this we do. If your father is a man of morals, your father will go, that is not what we do.
All right, but
That's
hold
true.
on. Argue. Point. Me and
Yeah,
you.
no, straight argue point.
People raised by women, like we have our father figures, yeah.
No, I
But-
take a lot from pops, like in terms of how I act. Who I talk to is moms, but who drapes me up when I doing like
See, that's
when
the
I
opposite
going
for
too
me.
hard off when I hitting too hard off the fuckery.
It's the opposite for me.
Pops will drape me up and be like yo, and that always like realigns you. But I talk to moms.
It's the
It's
opposite
like my auntie
That's
for
why I
me.
say that. That's why
My
I say
auntie's
that
like my
is-
father. She
I told Bob yesterday that your auntie's your father.
Yep. My auntie's like my father. She
Oh,
would
it's,
drape me up in like academics,
Yeah.
behavior. Why you
His-
always
his
late for
mums-
work?
his mums
Mommy
always
goes,
drape me up.
I know you're tired. It's okay.
Mike. Where's your mic? Oh.
His mom's
When
always.
he-
By the way,
I
the
need
only
to get
reason
another mic.
Martin had to tell me that Nikolai tell me that about you is because I remembered when he was younger.
I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old. I've been friends with Nikolai. All right, in order of like oldness. Nikolai right here. I've known him since forever. 5. I've known Nikolai since 5. Known Nikolai
Born
since
a low-key
12 at
related.
Morelands. And Bob, whenever Kirsten introduced us.
like
by the way, not
fifth
Nikolai.
form. Sorry, boo. Sorry, boo.
What did you call
It
him?
took me a couple
I
seconds.
called
as
him
well.
Nikolai.
Yeah.
I said Nikolai.
It was when I looked over and saw him pointing. I was like, whoa.
That ain't me.
We's
Brown,
drinking.
nigga.
We's drinking. I'm on drink number 2. We. Drink number not 1.
Few.
You're on 5?
Put it like this: I could do a 10-year challenge and not reach my first picture of Martin with ease that I have with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like that's something, you know.
What year was I in fifth form?
You know, the weird thing is, I knew of Bob from them times, with like him did par with like either Kirsten or people before that. They'd be like, yeah, this guy Bob and him can cook well and he's fat and funny. And it wasn't until
like
Martin did start par with him that I actually met Bob.
So like me.
Kebab my nigga.
Nah, like fourth.
So Bob can
What
cook.
was what was fourth form?
I don't know what Ford Farm
Can
was
we-
for
can
you,
nobody
man. Ford
remember?
Farm for me was alright.
We were in the same fucking year.
Fourth. All right. When I did CXC, it was in
Oh, you
fifth
did go
form.
camp,
I was
yeah.
That's
16.
08.
That shit sucks.
Fourth form, I turned 15 in fourth
No,
form.
I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about the year 08. It's been 10 years.
The man, he asked for so much.
Martin, we've been friends for 10 years, bitch. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Who the fuck on Bob?
Me, apparently.
No, I just thought I was just thinking about it.
High five, bro.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Bang bricks.
No, hold on. I wanna actually move that for
Yes,
a
you
second. We're gonna pause and we're gonna do bang breaks in a second. But talk. I wanna find a song. You'll get it in a second.
I know, it's starting to get on everybody's nerves.
Yo,
Everybody's
Styler G and Raijin King, I feel like are bringing a really nice vibe back to dancehall.
no.
I
like
love
this.
Styler
I hate-
G, dog.
I hate
The
scammer
man,
music.
motherfucker. Dog, Styler G.
I hate scammer music.
Just
Yeah,
touch tongue in
but
the
at the same
ear.
time,
bro.
He has
you
one
have to-
song. He
you
can't
have to
build
That
it
is
up.
not what?
Bob, that's not just one
Brother.
song. If I kind of realize,
No,
so like
Styler G.
dancehall
Styler
will-
G had a song
Okay,
from
sorry,
like
2
4
songs.
years ago.
The song and the
Styler-
remix.
Dancehall will never be what dancehall was
Alright,
when we
I want
Until
to
them
play
let out the world, boss.
we need to
No,
move on
when
from
we
that.
stop the podcast, we can play a Styler G song. Cause I don't want like get copyrighted and things.
Martin playing us out. This is go home music.
Nope, it's not. This is. Trust me, just let
Warm
it
up the
start.
sound.
Just let it start. Know what I mean? Happy birthday to me. I'm 26. This is the birthday podcast.
The last 26 minutes
Hey.
before we tell about your mother.
Hey.
Oh yeah, there's
Breaks.
26 minutes left. Nikolai, what the fuck are you doing?
Dog, we're literally taking a break now, mate. The man. Girl, you're looking sweeter now.
We're going to
I might
come
not
back,
come back for the second
and
half.
another part of the podcast. The party too nice, dog. Nobody came back to the
Dog,
podcast.
this fuzzy thing is just really distracting.
The dead cat. You're supposed to be looking at the camera right there anyway.
I know, but it's like, hey,
Super Bowl Sunday.
Bowl.
So it's clearly a long time since the birthday podcast. It'll probably be out tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, it'll be out Monday. Timmy's cooking. Timmy's cooking. Yo, dog. I'm a probably vlog Super Bowl Sunday when it start. But this is your wrap up, guys. Hey, thank you to Boom Drop Physics for the outro song.
I'm a little busy, I just got
Follow the pages everywhere at the BamCast. Nico Fly. What?
Nico _ Fly 92.
Timmy, what's up? The brown fucker everywhere. yeah. Thank you guys. So California Apparel, thank you guys.
Yo,
Mwah.
like dogs.